taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for Sanders last week: 19 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Carson Wentz sacked. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Wentz now on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The Eagle ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Miles Sanders.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 3. 49ers.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, that's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. A shotgun snap for Newton. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 7. Newton, Kittle catching the slant. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To throw is Newton. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Get their defense to slow down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big pickup there for the Eagles. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
One of my ancestors.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Wentz to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What the fuck is going on?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there at 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. An option run.
Why did he not hand it off?
That play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the 50, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That means you have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The ball comes out, and the Eagles have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On the return is Pettis. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 40.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Wentz going to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Throwing his Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Frank Clark drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
Shit, that's kick catch interference.
Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, get some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Well, we got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Eagles on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Another nice nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Stepping and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Cam Newton with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Wentz, he's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Not to paint off the walls with some of the words that were said, but I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then